So, let's see, these shades, what do you think? Ah, darn, these are missing. Warning, extreme goofball. Enter at your own risk. These are green. And, okay. Okay, the stream. Good evening, folks. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. And you see, I'm happy because I'm with you guys again. And I have a happy soul, you know. I've got great friends, I got great people in my life, and you know, I've got great kids and stuff. So, not in any order of importance, but you know what I mean. So, my name is Matt, and I live down by the river in my car. So, so friends, I'm a little giddy, and I hope that I know it's contagious. I know that is. Just like yawning is contagious, so is smiling and laughing. So, laughing. So today, I'm gonna feature an original recording. Step into my office, huh? You like it? You like the office? So, the other week, I did, well, actually not the other week, but was last week, early in the week there. Don't hold me what day it was, because I do. And friends, please, I am dead sober here. I mean, I don't know why I'm so giddy. It's because I've been alone. Like, I've had, you know, I'm just feeling better. So, you know, and there was like a time where, you know, it was so taboo to like smile or like stream about anything different except, you know, which is cool, which is content, but at the same time you have to be yourself. So I'm putting my personal spin on it. So I did Melodic, and Melodic was a CD. Here's the cover of it. Now these are. Now remember these things. Ooh, what are these? These are CDs. We know what these are. But there was a time when we had records. We still have records. What about 8-tracks, tapes? So, with that being said, these are, you know, a physical product like this, kind of obsolete as well, because now it's just digital downloads. So, with that being said, I did Melodic, and I want you to check that out. I'll have to restream that. I want to go through restream, and restream, ice cream. We all scream for restream, yay! But that'll be pre-recorded and then restreamed. So, as you know, I've relocated, and I'm making another effort and step on continuing, not giving up music, but to further my career, develop my skills. And with that being said, the digital release of Melodic will be restreamed, because I want you to check that out, because I analyzed it, and this is what I'm going to analyze tonight too, is another release. And I like to, you know, talk a little bit, you know, we like to chat. The fact is to have releases, but always keep them fresh, and don't be satisfied unless, you know, like your producer or whoever has, you know, invested or has the rights. Okay, it's this, okay, you're leaving alone, etc. That's fine, you know. But, you know, when you're at a level where you can play with it until it gets to that other step, I found a few little glitches, and I hope you all do too, with your music, because it's not 100% great. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. But so with that being said, Melodic, I have a promo video on YouTube. It's got like a little clip of the songs on melodic. I called it melodic because of the melodic features, obviously, in music. And there's no heaviness. It's just all, you know, clean, ballady. And so, and actually I'm working on a very interesting twist and turn, more of a country. It's interesting because I have some flow and country, so if you can figure that one out, it'd be interesting. Now, the second, okay, did we end the sentence? Do we put the period there? Okay, let's do it. Okay, period. End of sentence. Next sentence. This is Matt Llewellyn, and the band is Mantis, the brand. And check this out on, I like to just say, okay, YouTube, youtube.com. Mantis Lew 1, Mantis Lew number 1. No, not those big old fingers. Me number 1. Just number 1, because the first one just to be easy. Check that out. I've got all my content, my YouTube, learn to sing. That's going okay, because finding the time, but delegating the time, especially like if you're really busy, you need to be in the right environment. And so technique wise, I need to be in front of my keyboard and my computer. So kind of holding off on that a little bit, but so I'm gonna, in the meantime, we're analyzing this album reviews. This is called this one's called Fatal Euphoria. Now this is from 2019. I know we're in 2022, but pre-pandemic. This is pretty fun. This features some cool cats. Let's see if we can see Mr. Dennis back there. You can't see Mr. Dennis, can you? I thought we could though. Oh, I'll do a screen and screen. This is Gabe Almazan on bass on your right there, your left. There's Mark Moore, Shredder Moore, Mark Moore lead guitar. There's me in the middle, and Dennis is in the back somewhere. Dennis, where you is, cuz? No, Dennis is around. But actually Dennis plays with Titans of Wrath, the Inland Empire there. And Rock Prophets. So Mark Morris, Rock Prophets, and Gabe Almazan, I'm not sure where he is. He's playing somewhere. This album cover was pretty fun. Who did the album cover? It was Silly Goose Co. A friend of mine, Abasi. He goes by Silly Goose CO, and his brand is just like a little egg. So, but now it looks like this is an older back of the artwork, because it starts with Dear Diary, Cyber Slave, Leather, Lace, and Razor Blades. And this one, I changed Dark to Darkest. I changed that, you know, to Ashes. And there's a video for Ashes. I just changed it because, you know, again, when you're editing your music and your arts, you find things that like, is that broad enough? I mean, like, it kind of, it's not really like open to suggestions or anything like that. So I changed it to Ashes because it's more about, you know, rising up. My lyrics tend to be real life situations, and you know, they tell a story. So we'll go ahead and listen to Dear Diary first, and this was this one has elements of Masters of Puppets, right? Master of Puppets, because it has like a little melodic breakdown, and so we'll just check this one from there. We'll kick back. Saturday night. Let's go. go. Here's Mark, big guitar.
I am trapped in my mind. When I wake, there's my life. One way to get out. Go insane, diary.
I think the verse will be a little bit longer.
Diary, dear diary, I'm a virgin. I think I'll lose my mind. Diary, dear diary, I'm burning. You are to confide. Diary, dear diary, I'm hiding behind insanity. Diary, dear diary, and you are to confide.
So there was a lot of this is actually, these lyrics were a compilation from, I would say, many years before, because when I was in high school I was in a very interesting spot, and I actually had this little book I made in art class, and it was my diary, and I remember writing some really disturbed stuff in there, and you know, and this song was one where you know, purge your life, you know, through pages. In you I do confide. You know, just having only that thing, book and writing, and in this case music, has been the only, you know, the only escape and let's see, I'm trying to think of it in a normal term, because you guys wouldn't understand, like eating a bowl of ice cream. It's that you run to the ice cream, but no, it's the only solace. That's what I was looking for. The only like strength and like in healing you had when you had, like, you know, difficult times or whatever. So being in your diary is a really good place. First, I think that I would encourage anybody to write if something's going on. You know, write it out, because it helps big time. And so, yeah, I think that, like, what I'll do is that first verse, it seems like it needs like one more line before it gets into that pre-chorus to the breakdown. So, you know, we'll just rock it out Saturday evening. Kind of aggressive lyrics, man. Yeah. So that was a very jazzy, that was Mark Moore. All right, Mark. That was a pretty good, you know, take on capturing that jazz breakdown. But basically, like, use your madness if you can't be right. And so when things inside feel like they will die, use your madness if you can't be right. I ask you why you must cry. Use your madness to purge your light. So basically, when things are all bottled up inside, use like the situation, use music, and this is the drive home factor is, music and the arts is like the magnet that like pulls that crap out of us, and those experiences other people can gravitate to. Like I think of it as like ants. How ants are like so magnetically, in electrical let's see. I'm trying to think about stuff here. They're gravitated, and they're electrically drawn together. And with that being said, we as artists, can learn from other people's experiences. So what I like to do is, like, my lyrics and stuff are very philosophical and psychological, emotional, so people can understand that. So use your madness, meaning like, use what's going on and utilize that as like a tool to grow or heal or protect, put a protective barrier in this life, because not a lot of people get guidance yet. If you're just starting out, you're wondering, you have to hang on to that seed. It's that little seed of creativity and strangeness that eventually is going to like help propel you and dial you in. Again, because my approach to music and music, I had actually I had a coworker that used to say but anyways, okay, I lost the train of my thought. But I'm not gonna be any different, friends. I cannot be any like, you must not be you must be serious, and I'm a complete goofball. I haven't had nothing, no anything, and this is just how I'm wired. So just get used to it, because I had to. No, but anyways, psychologically, I want people to understand these lyrics and use it as a stepping stone for their life to heal and protect. Because as an artist, whether you're a musician, a singer, a painter, whatever, you're going to get harassed. Your parents might not like it. They might think you're weird or different. But it doesn't matter, because you've been blessed with this gift. And so you hang on to that, and that helps you. So I like that. That was a little breakdown part, and so let's go ahead and go on here. This is candid. This is just me and a camcorder. Oh yeah, and I have another album coming out that's country-ish. It's called A Mother Effa and a Mic. But so we'll just continue listening to this. Third verse. There's Mark again. Saying.
You're trapped in your mind when you wake. Put your life one way to get out. Close your eyes, feel your rage.
Feel your rage. Paper.
Diary, I'm purging. I think I'll lose my mind.
my stereo, this is just a car stereo. Again, this is back to basics. But with the right stereo, I think some of the nuances will be more audible. But yeah, so that's Diary. This is a darker album. It's heavier. It's angrier. And this next one is called Cyber Slave, because we are. This reminds me like of an Iron Maiden title. Cyber Slave. But because we are, you know, we're cyber slaves, we're media, we're cyborgs, you know, AI assisted, you know, mechanical machine assist. So let's listen to this one. This one's pretty interesting. It's actually very kind of like eerie. I'm gonna forewarn you. But this one was like, it's very Pink Floydish at the beginning. I wanted to be heavier in the middle. But it reminds you of like a scientist. Well, this is what I have envisioned, like a scientist like doing like a lobotomy or something, and but like stay awake, don't go to sleep, or like a Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, like they're afraid to go to sleep because something's gonna happen and that kind of thing. It's pretty interesting. So for, you know, people out there that you know really want to get involved with that and tripped out, then, you know, a lot of good albums have had similar content and very cerebral. So this is heavier and it's darker. It's called Fatal Euphoria. Cyber Slave, track 2.
Don't fall completely to sleep. Lucid dreaming keeps you awake.
Very Bruce Dickinson.
Intercepting all of your screams. Surveillance, you are seen. But now it overcomes you. Implanted a chip in your hand. You must comply to the needs and take the walking of the beast. Stare towards the light. Mental probing until it's done. Now cyber slave. Eugenics performing cyber slaves. Created perception, mind control.
Wow. Okay, let's break that down. Yes. I haven't heard this for a minute too, but all right. So where I was at with this one is pretty intense. Have anybody seen that movie 1984? This was based off of that, actually. So if you haven't seen 1984, go ahead and see that. But you know, imagination here and there, but taking a chip in your hand, you know, mark of the beast, the forehead, the wrist, wherever, you know, that content is there to, you know, think about. But stare into the light, mental probing, mind control, meaning like, or Agent Orange. Have you seen that movie? So it has the same concept of like a scientific experiment, changing somebody into a cyborg. But so, you know, the mad scientist in there. What was it? Let's see. What were some of the lyrics? Stare into the light, mental probing until it's done. Eugenics. You guys heard that song? I mean that title? What that could be? These are all legitimate references to scientific terms and phenomenon. So, and it's pretty interesting. Movies like Agent Orange. I was, got this content from 1984. Just very, very creative shows, content. I mean, can you imagine that? Like, hold your eye held open and, okay, but anyways, we'll get to that later. So part 2 of Cyber Slave. Is a heavy part. Yeah, programmed your transformation. See, the whole Frankenstein thing, the 1984, it's kind of, bizarre, but it's heavy. I like that breakdown point. So, corruption feeds religion. Those are some interesting titles. And see, song lyrics, if they're really meaningful, just listen to them. Listen to your favorite artists and just analyze. What are they talking about? What could that be in my life? So, yeah. Now we'll go back into that little... Yeah. Confirmation.
Now it overcomes you. Implanted a chip in your hand. You must comply to their needs. And take the walking of the beast. Stare towards the light. Mental probing until it's done. No cyber slave. Eugenics performing. Cyber slaves. Created perception. Mind control.
That was cool. Stare into the light, mind control, mental probing. But I think that I need to redo. That scream's kind of weak sauce. That could be way better. I think I was just kind of dialing that in more. Actually, I was dialing that in live, singing that live with a microphone. Let me rephrase this part. Usually there's a technique to screaming and fry screaming or death metal singing. And a lot of times it requires you to get way up into that microphone. But this was recorded with the recorded mic. And so to really nail that was challenging. So this is my first attempt to actually record a heavy vocal. So I think I could do way better now. With that being said, those screams to be way better. But you get this point. Cyber Slave is pretty cool, pretty heavy, interesting concept. Now the next one's called Leather, Lace, and Razor Blades, and it's about basically a dominatrix. Again, this isn't Kumbaya night. This is darker. It's heavier. I do have really light, positive stuff too, but Leather, Lace, and Razor Blades is about a dominatrix. So, let's hear what this one sounds like.
with razor blades. Sauce, kinky bitch. With the weight of lies on your mind, she's mean. Candy cream. Luscious, wicked temptress. She's not messing around. She's taking you down to your knees.
Yeah.
Stripping you clean. Seductive. Dominatrix. She'll have you alone. Flesh and bones and you scream.
Wow.
Scream alive.
Well, yeah. Did you hear that? I love that that verse actually. I can hear that, you know, professionally. It's got to get out there. Wicked temptress, she'll have you down to your knees. Flesh and bone, all alone, you're her plaything. So, you know, I can imagine that too. That's why I wrote that, because lyrically you can paint a picture of that. I just imagine like this like really seductive lady like stepping on somebody's chest and stuff like that. So we'll continue on. The solo's a little like fast and rushed. Again, you try to tell your producer, you know, well, a lot of times their ear is different. I would have like had it just did like a little riff, and then that solo can come in. But leather, lace, and razor blades, whips and chains are her domain. Leather, lace, and razor blades. You scream out her name. It just is definitely interesting, huh? But the solo's a little too chaotic and it was rushed. But that's not. Mark did a great job. I'm proud of these actually. Burning, wicked angel. In lingerie, she'll play a game with you. Mother effa. No. Okay. Called penetration. 6-inch leather heels. When her mind's made up, she'll tie your ass up on her bed. All right, so just be warned. You're her plaything.
Razor blades.
sweet. I love that one. I'm gonna re-release that one, but like, all right. So here's the deets. Ready? Come on, huddle together. That ending part, I would have it like staggered out more, like leather, and then razor blades, like more paused. We'll do that, but I just like the concept of it, where faulty leather, lace, and razor blades. Whips and chains are her domain. Leather, lace, and razor blade fall to your knees, begging her please. So if you can imagine what's going on, good luck. Good luck getting out of that one, my friends. So okay, that was okay. So we're listening to Fatal Euphoria by Mantis. This dude in here in the car, and next, last but not least, we're gonna do Ashes, and I have a video for this. I seriously would like to do a promo with these songs on here as well. So, I mean, COVID's over. Now we can do all this stuff. A lot of this stuff had to take a back seat. That's why. But Mantis Lew, MANTISLEW. Wait, L-I, what? Huh? MANTISLEW 1. Alright? This party Saturday night is a clean party. We're hanging out. We're respectable, responsible. So, last but not least, we're going to do Ashes. And I linked this video in here. What are we on time? Okay, 37. Okay, I like to keep about 40 minutes on these. So, stay tuned for some more music too. You know, rock and metal is always option. As artists, we go back and forth. We can write clean, heavy, melodic ballads, all good. So I'm actually doing some rap now, believe it or not. I love rap. I love hip hop. I like heavy rap too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Ashes. And this is, we'll just get it. We'll get it. So, what else am I going to say? That's it. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Again, these will be released. I don't expect too many people now. And that's good. I'll edit. And then, we'll go ahead and fly them out. I play guitar and sing. And Mark Moore, lead, Dennis O'Hara, drums, and Gabriel Almazan. Actually, Dennis played bass too, though. So we can analyze that scene there. Basically, it's like, will you step inside my skin, my friend? Try it on for size. You see, we're both the same. meaning humans we bleed blood. It's red. Living out your life in sheer picture frames, tearing off his wings, succumbing to the fiend. So if you guys don't know what that word is, succumb, succumb, S-U-C-C-U-M-B. It means to like acquiesce or like give in. So that's why this tune is called Ashes, because like it's about something like that came like that like burn up and then was reborn again. And it kind of reminds me of like a Gotham City where the cherub, the cherub tears its wings, but then he rises back up and stuff. It's just kind of pretty abstract, but in a way it makes sense. But it's obviously about myself, because I, shed my skin and, purge with music and stuff. An interesting lyric was like, swallowing back my tongue, which I don't know what that came from, but I'm shedding in too deep, swallowing back my tongue. Narcotics play gambling with my soul. So if you can understand that, narcotics gambling with your soul, and so if I'm talking to you, you're gambling with your soul and your life. Narcotics, alcohol, things like that is just gambling with your soul, because it definitely warps it out, and you don't want to go there. So this is called Ashes. Let's continue. In a pit. That's pretty heavy, actually. I love that. You know what the word cauterize? Cauterize, brutalize, and hypnotize. Cauterize is when you is when you like a soldering, but in this case it's a medical term where let's just say you have a C-section, and to cauterize your the ovaries back, the tubing, is to singe it off lightly. You cauterize, or you cauterize blood vessels so they don't bleed out, and it seals it. And like that scent is very, very unique. But so that's what cauterize means. Brutalize, hypnotize. Just play on words there, but I like that heavy part. I like to do like little heavy breakdowns when I'm playing heavier music. Lamb of God's another one that does it. All the newer heavy bands will have a breakdown. Continue.
I'm shedding my skin, I'm sinking deep within, swallowing back my tongue. I'm playing with my fate, narcotics and gambling with my soul. The
happy. Like I'm stoked about this. Actually, this is some good content. I especially like that one and Leather Lace. I like Diary needs more work. It just does. It needs a little bit more work. It needs a little bit more verses. But Cyber Slave, Leather Lace and Razor Blades and Ashes, they're so cool. And I was using like an A minor ninth, that descend part. So that'll wrap it up tonight. Original, we're at 47 minutes. Cool. So this is a good hour of YouTube time. Trying to get some watch time, get some hours in. I've been a performing artist in Southern California for over 20 years, and I'm in the state of Texas now because I really enjoy the venues that I wasn't seeing out in Cali. But, it's all good. There's God's green earth. There's so many venues and states and cities that are the same. Especially with modern era now, we can, be at home and yet travel. So, with that being said, you've listened to Fatal Euphoria album review. And what I'll do next, I won't do a review, but I'll do, the working out of my new album, A Mother Effa and a Mic. And it's just more simple. So that's the thing about doing music and art, for you guys to, do your arts and use this as a purging. Psychologically, it helps. Emotionally. So, we'll get through our lives together. And until next time, I appreciate it. I'll restream this, and I've got a hashtag and put all this stuff in to make it go a little bit more, propel it, I guess. So I appreciate you, and stay tuned for some more stuff on the channel. So we'll go ahead and click in late. Good night.